Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I'm going to make what I have named as a shelf card. I came across this particular shape here when I was searching about just for ideas for card shapes and whatever. And I saw it on Pinterest, clicked the link and it brought me to another picture of it. No information, no measurements, no sizes. So I thought I'd have a wee go myself, and this is more or less exactly as it looked when I saw it. Obviously decorated different, it was a birthday card, and it doesn't even have a watermark or anything, so I'm very sorry. Whoever that did this, I would love to say it was you, you know. But anyway, I went ahead, made this one, and to be honest, I wasn't overly fussy on the big giant gaps. So I made another one, and I decided to put a wee crease mark in each of the gaps so that it still closes nice and flat, but you can still get it to stand and the gaps just aren't as bad. So what do you think? I went ahead and made one, and now I'm going to show you how to make one this size. This size used 12 inches, a 12 inch by 12 inch piece of card, and I thought, well, not everybody has 12 by 12 cards, so shorten this one slightly so the measurements just will fit that wee bit better. It's just a slight change in it, but it allows you to play with the full length of an A4 page, which is great, I think. So let's get started. I have went ahead and I'm doing a few tutorial videos for my customers, and I've went ahead and made the main front, which is this one, and it's just a bit of white embossing on navy card, and the same with this wee, and snow depths, and lots of different things going on there. But it's another tutorial on its own, so I'm not going to bother with it today. I just want to show you basically how to make your card and decorate it up. So first of all, you're going to need a piece of Night of Navy. I've went with Night of Navy. You obviously use whatever you want. This piece should measure 4 inches by 11 5/8, which is the full length of your A4 sheet, by 4 inches wide. And on the longest side, just score it at 6 inches. No. Yes, 6 inches. I changed my instructions and they're all in red and green now to make sure I get them right. Then, because we're going to add that wee crease, the extra crease, we would normally be going to 7 3/8, right? 1, 2, 3. Isn't that right? Yeah. So I want to add a score line in between here, which is 7 5/8. Isn't that right? Check my measurements. 6 5/8. Sorry, yes, 6 5/8. Okay, so that gives you that wee kind of crease there. Then you do that 7 3/8, and you go up to 9 7/8. Don't worry about these measurements. I will have them all written down for you, and they will make sense then. 9 7/8, 4, 5, 6, 7. And to get another wee crease, we want to go 10 4/8. 10 4/8. And then your last crease will be 11 1/2. Is that right? No, it doesn't look right here, doesn't. Blah, blah, blah. You see. That was that fold. And then the next one would have been, well, it can't be 11 1/2. It's 11 2/8. Twit. Can't read my own writing, sorry about that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creases down there, and I will give you the exact measurements. Now, your next wee piece of card will be for the front of it. And again, Night of Navy. This one measures 3 inches by 6 inches, and to score it you need to go to 4/8, which is 1/2 inch, and then go to 1 1/8, and that'll give you a wee crease, and then go to 1 7/8, and that's all your creasing done for there. So hopefully you'll understand this. When you see the measurements written down, it'll make such a change to you. So this is going to be the front, or the back actually, part of your card. We're going to, oh holy moly, I'm having an avalanche here. And my card just fell in the bin. That's good, isn't it? So anyway, fold this one up, fold this one down. That's going to be your in-between crease. That one back up. This one in, out, and in. And that gives you your basic shape plus your collapsible folds, which is good. I think it's good. So in order to put this together, we want to add our piece of DSP. Where did I put it? Ah, beside me. So I have cut a piece of DSP to fit exactly inside here, and the DSP measures 5 6/8 by 3 6/8, which just gives you a wee slightly smaller than the main measurement. So we're going to stick it down, and I'm just going to use tape runner. This DSP, by the way, is from the Twinkle Twinkle DSP, such a pretty DSP, really meant for baby cards and the likes, but there you are, I'm using it for Christmas again. So make sure you dig into any DSP you have and just think what else it would do, and surprise yourself. So that's your back. This is going to fold up and be there, but I want to add this wee piece of DSP here. And it measures 2 6/8 by 3 7/8. And I have a wee pencil mark there to remove. Again, just add your tape runner and stick it there. Oops. Now we want to stick this wee rim down because it's going to form the shape of the card, and because it's going to be under a bit of stress, I'm going to use wet glue on it. We want it to perfectly hold. The tape runner might hold it, but just to be on the safe side, we're just using our wet multi-glue. So fold all those creases down again and just press that where it should go, and that'll line that up for you without you having to worry too much about it. And that should form your card. Perfectly Stampin' Up. Really cool. So the other wee bit then needs to be folded as well. This will actually be the bottom end of your card where you're going to stick your decorative piece, whatever you've made. So we'll do our folds and then we'll stick that on just. So this one will fold in, this one will fold out, and this one will fold in, and this is the one that attaches to the main part of the card. So whenever you want to stick it, you'll know you're going to have, we'll maybe just do it now. I'm going to use my classic label punch and punch out a bit of Native Navy. See if this piece will fit. And this is going to be for the sentiment, and the sentiment that I'm using is called Merry Christmas, and it's from the At Home With You card, or stamp set, sorry. It does Christmas as well, as I told you before. It's a great wee set, so it'll do New Home, Christmas, Spring, Autumn. It does them all. It really covers a lot. And we just want to use Merry Christmas because it's nice and small and neat and fits on this wee size of a card. This size of card will actually fit into a C6 envelope, which is brilliant. So just stamp it close to the edge of a piece of Whisper White, because we're going to cut it slightly smaller than the piece of navy, and we're going to use the same punch just to get us a straight line, but we can hold the punch a wee bit closer to the top, so we're cutting it. We're going to trim the edges anyway. It's just to get it nice and small that we can use it on top of this one. So with your scissors, just trim that off a wee bit at either side. And you could leave an extra bit if you wanted to put some, oh my goodness, gems. I couldn't think of that word at all. Mind blank. So use your dimensionals. Cut down dimensionals will work perfectly. for these wee tiny ones. Where did that go? There. It's a bit feathery like, but you don't want it overhanging, so you don't. So just 2 wee bits there, and that'll hold that to your wee cutout bit. Oops. Just try and centre that. You can always add gems to this one too. There's that wee bit of space. And then I'm just going to put wet glue. Just a wee strip of wet glue. Oh my goodness. And then we know that we can measure then how low we want that piece of card to go, that it's not going to cover your Merry Christmas. So just line that up, and now we know we can bring that down to about there, which keeps it from going too high at the top, and everything just stays nice and neat and fits inside your envelope. So now this wee narrow strip at the very top is where we're going to put another piece of glue. Again, it's under a wee bit of duress, so you want it to hold nicely. Line it up where you think you're going to be happy. Centre as well. And again, press down with your folds inside, and you know then that's going to go exactly where you want it. Yep. And because we want this to actually stay on the card, we're going to put a wee bit of glue at the bottom here. Just a bit to hold it, doesn't have to be a massive amount. And again, close everything down, and then you can be guaranteed that it'll go straight. See? I think it's a lot less bulk. Look at that. A lot less bulk than the other one. Like, you hold that sitting up. I just think it's too wide. It's just too wide. Now maybe I got the measurements wrong, but just looking at the picture, it was all I had to go on, and that's what I thought it looked like. It did look pretty wide to me. So it's always good to make your own adjustments anyway. So that's that one done, and we're going to stick this at the top. I think it's nice, but I want to add some Wink of Stella as well. So I'm not raising it up, I'm keeping it flat. You could put dimensionals on the back of this so that it's raised off, but I'm just keeping it flat. I have a wee thing about posting flat Christmas cards this year, save myself a fortune. This one mightn't just be as flat, mind you, with the folds in it. But this was all made using, I should tell you that too, shouldn't I? A lot of die cuts. I used the Dashing Deer, and I stamped him in Versa Fine Clear. Versa Fine ink. Yeah, Versa Mark ink. And then embossed him with white embossing powder. Cut him out with the Dashing Deer thinlits, and I did the same for the trees were stamped out of Winter Woods, white embossed, and then you get this wee bit here, this wee die here, which cuts your layers of snow. I also cut one of the trees and stuck it here, and he's put on with dimensionals. And now I'm going to add just a wee bit of Wink of Stella to add that wee bit of sparkle to it all. Should have done it before attached everything, but I wanted you to see something today. So just rub it on. You can't go wrong with Wink of Stella. Oh my goodness, it just adds so much sparkle and makes the snow nice and like it's really catching the light. So you could even add some to your wee tree if you wanted at the front there. So I'm pretty pleased with that, but I want to add something here, and again I'm just going to go with the Night of Navy, which I've dropped on the floor, because I think it just ties in with the navy. I know it's not very Christmassy, but gingham is nice at Christmas time, I suppose. So I'm just using my bow tie here. And my big scissors. Oops. These things are lifesavers, aren't they? Oops, so just trim that off. And we're just going to add it with a sticky dot to hold in place. And stick it in the center at the top. And there you have a nice wee Christmas card. Now always remember, you have a totally clear back. You could add more DSP to the back and then line up a white piece with your nice sentiment and say Happy Christmas and to and from. And it's still going to look out on the fireplace, and the writing's hidden, so it'll still be private. And there you have a lovely wee different type of Christmas card. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I definitely will have the proper measurements all for you for using the A4 sheet to save you a wee bit of hassle if you haven't got the 12 by 12. I can put the measurements for anybody that's interested in the 12 by 12, just let me know and I'll give you the measurements for it. So, I hope you enjoyed that and hope it all made sense and I hope it stayed in camera. Thanks very much for taking time to watch my video. I really, really appreciate it. Bye!